breaks and I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second.
Hello friends, welcome to another video. It's one day before payday and that is just count how much we have left over to make sure that we can still make it. In this at the end of the video, I'll also show you the summary of how much we spent and saved during the first 2 weeks of February. So I am just using ledger cards as trackers. Let's start with groceries. So I initially have a 1,000 budget for week 1 and there's 150 left over, therefore we used up 850 pesos. For Noah and Sushi, we also had a budget for week 1 of 1,000 pesos and there's also 150 pesos left. Therefore, we used up 850 pesos. So as you can see, I'm just using ledger cards. These can be purchased in your local stationery store, and these are really good in tracking cash since it has a debit side and a credit side. For dining out, we had a budget of 500 pesos for week 1 and there's 50 pesos left, so we used up 450 pesos. So that's just basically how ledger card works. If your cash increases, then you write it in the debit side. Then if it decreases or if you use up your cash, then you record that in the credit side or the right side. Gas, we had a budget of 500, but since my husband didn't travel much this past week, then we didn't really use up anything, so we record that as a closeout. So in here, I actually remember that I forgot to write the closeout part from the previous tracker, so I'm gonna do that. Now let's proceed with health. We had a budget of 500 and I used up all of that for some medicines. So let's just record 500 pesos as expense. So this past week, I usually record this in the same day that I had the transaction, but this past week I was really feeling down. I wasn't feeling okay, so I ended up doing everything today. For miscellaneous, there's 300 pesos left, therefore we used up 200 pesos. That's it for the week 1 organizer. For now, let's count how much leftovers we have from our week 1 budget. For the 50 peso bills, we have 350, and then for 100 peso bills, we have 300 pesos and 500 pesos. So that's not bad actually. We have a leftover of 1,150 from our week 1 budget. Now let's proceed with our week 2 binder and also count how much we have left. So I hope you guys are feeling better, especially with all the things going on. Personally, I had trouble with work this past week, and I am having trouble processing it emotionally. For groceries, okay, let's go back. For groceries, I still have 500 pesos left. So we had an initial budget of 2,000 pesos, and I'll just record the 1,500 pesos of expense. And since there's still one day before payday, I'm not gonna close this one out yet. So I'll leave the 500 there. For Noen sushi, we have a leftover of 350 pesos. Which means that I used up 650 pesos. So for Filipina moms or any moms out there, what are your thoughts of like working outside of the country? Do you think it is you personally, I think that it is a different kind of love. Like you choose to be apart from your family just to provide them a brighter future, but I don't know, there are different point of views and I really appreciate inputs from you guys. Dining out Dining out, I still have 40 pesos left. So I was actually really sad looking at these bills. They're really sad bills. As you can see, they were wet when I got them because I got these from a local market. So I don't know. The bills were sad, but that's fine. So for dining out, I used up 460 pesos. That's 500 less 40 pesos left over. And I also recorded a closeout. So going back again, I think I really just feel the burnout this past week, since I've been working for around at least 60 hours per week because I'm in audit, and audit people, it's busy season. I don't know. It's the season where you question your life choices. Just kidding. Okay, for health expense, I used up everything again, 500, and payables, there's none left. And then for gas, in week 2, we actually used our car quite a lot, so I used up the entire 1,000 pesos. But usually I just give this to my husband and he can do whatever he wants with it. Next is creativity. I also used it up. I didn't buy things for myself with this budget, but I actually bought Noah some toys. Yeah, but I pulled out using this envelope. Giving, from the 2,000 pesos that I had, I gave the 1,000. Next is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous has 400 pesos left, which means I used up 100 pesos. Wow. Well, I always last year, like when I just started cash stuffing, I always used up the budget for my expenses, and then I even end up using some of my savings. This is actually an achievement for me. But then again, last year I was working with a lower income, and when I changed jobs, that's when my income got better. So that girl, I didn't really use some of these up. I'm thinking of saving this for a future goal I really have in mind, but I'm not gonna tell it yet. So that's it for the week 2 budget. Therefore, we have here. Oh, wait, let's just count how much total leftovers we have from our week 1 and week 2 binders. We have 40 pesos. And then we have Okay, I'm gonna wait. I didn't memorize how much I have. Okay, for 50 pesos, I have 400, and for 100 peso bills, I have what, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be 600. Plus 200, 400, and then 500. So for our week 1 and week 2 budgets, we have a leftover of 1,940. So again, for my week 1 and week 2 of March, I used up the income that I got from February 28. That was, I think, 28,500. If you can see, if you've watched my previous video about how I budgeted that. And in here, I'm just going to update my budget journal. I didn't really update the, oh no, yet. In here, I'm going to put the entire leftovers in my savings holding envelope, and I'm gonna stuff them along with the paycheck that I'm going to get hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I was okay. So going back, I'm just going to update my journal, and I think I did that off cam because it was really time consuming, and I'm just going to show you the summary of how I did for the first 2 weeks of March. So here's the summary. 57% went to high priority expenses, 4% giving, 17% expenditures, 10% sinking funds, and 12% went to high priority savings, which is not bad. I am thankful for it, and again, I'm going to do better as always. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
Day breaks and I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear